Ciao everybody, welcome back to Cucina Divino. Another recipe tonight that I think is pretty simple and flavorful and easy to do. So until then, until we start, salute to everybody, welcome back. We're going to do a pork tenderloin in bourbon tonight, but this needs to be marinated for about 2 hours before we start cooking. So that's what we're going to do now, and we'll come back later. So what I have is a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I used regular soy sauce. I have a 1/4 cup of bourbon. I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And I have 2 garlic cloves, which I just sliced in half and mashed a little bit just to get the flavor. So let's do that. And of course we have our 1 pound nice pork tenderloin here ready to go. So let's do this. Let's put our soy sauce in a bowl. Our bourbon. I tasted the bourbon before, it's good, so no problems. We have our brown sugar and our 2 cloves of garlic. We're just going to stir this up until the brown sugar dissolves. No heavy mixing here, just dissolving this. Okay, that's it. That's all we need for the pound-size piece of pork. I'm going to keep this in a plastic bag. I think that's the easiest way to do this. So put this in a bag. And this is the hardest part, trying to get the marinade inside the bag without spilling everything. So here we go. Make sure we get everything in there. I'm going to seal that up. Get the air out. Okay. And this is your pork tenderloin marinating in that brown sugar, soy sauce, bourbon, and some garlic. All right, we're going to make sure this is sealed. We're going to put it in the fridge, and we're going to keep it in the fridge for about 2 hours. And every so often I'll go and I'll just spin it around so that it I'll get some air out of here some more. Okay. All right, so wrap this up. And we're ready to go. So let me put it in the fridge. And we'll see you a little later on this afternoon. In about 2 hours, we'll continue with our recipe. So ciao until then. Okay, welcome back. Ciao. I've taken our pork tenderloin out of the refrigerator, right in the marinade. You can see it's right here. We're going to bring this over to the stove. We're going to sear it on all sides before we put it in the oven. So let me bring this over to the stove. I have an oven-proof saute pan. Of course, we're going to cook it in the oven in that. So we're going to take this. We'll probably saute this all around for a few minutes. And when we do that, we're ready to put it in the oven. All right, I think we're ready. We've had our pork tenderloin bracing here for about 5 minutes altogether. Joanne, you can get a look at that. That's pretty nice. So we're going to take the whole pan and we're going to put the whole pan in. I had it in olive oil, by the way. I braised it in olive oil. And we're going to put the whole pan in an oven at about 325 degrees. And it's going to be in there for about 45 minutes, and it should be cooked just right in 45 minutes. So I have my oven going. Let's take this whole thing, and we'll just put it in there. And we'll set our timer for 45 minutes, and we'll come back. While that's in the oven for 45 minutes, we're going to just add some sweet potatoes to this recipe tonight. So I have a sweet potato. I just cut it in half. I'm going to take some olive oil. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil on here. Okay, we're going to take some salt and pepper. Very simple. And some pepper. And we're going to put them in a little aluminum dish. I think it's easier. Upside down, face cut side down. We're going to take a little oil, and we're going to do that again on the outside part. Okay. A little more salt and pepper. Okay, now these are going to go in the oven. What temperature do we want to put these in?
Same temperature for about
Same
half
oven?
an hour.
About a half hour? All right, so we'll put them in the oven for about a half an hour or so. And we're going to put them right underneath the handle there. Okay, oven set. And that'll take about a half hour. The pork tenderloin, about 45 minutes, as I said. And while we're waiting for that to cook, I'm going to have filled my glass up again, and we'll be back when the pork tenderloin is ready. See you later. Back. Our pork tenderloin is out of the oven. Our sweet potato was ready. Joanne had made some asparagus to go along with it, just boiled in some salt water on the stovetop. So let me have a sip. And let me cut myself a piece of pork tenderloin. I'm gonna try that. Looking good, just a touch of pink in there. This is the way you want it. I deglazed the pan when I was cooking it with a little bit of white wine, and I have some of the drippings. I'm just going to pour a drop of that over there. And now, the important part, assaggiamo. We're going to taste, as we say in Italian, assaggiare, to taste. And hopefully, we'll see. Well, that's pretty good. Let's get into that potato. Still pretty hot. That's a hot potato. I can taste a little bit of the bourbon. The alcohol is burned off, of course, but you're getting the flavor of the bourbon. And the soy sauce is not too salty at all. What a meal, Joanne. With that asparagus. Very good. All right, one more. Some nice Pinot Noir. I think we're all set. So, allora, all done. Didn't take long except for what it was in the oven, but the preparation part is not too bad. And I hope you enjoy it. Pork tenderloin with bourbon and soy sauce. Sweet potatoes with just some oil, salt and pepper. Some plain asparagus boiled on the stovetop and some salted water. So perfect. So try it, give it a shot. Until we come back next time, salute a tutti, tutti a tavola, tutti a mangiare. Ciao.